On October 4th, 2020, at the Lanado karting track for the FIA Karting World Championship, an unknown driver by the name of Luca Corberi, who isn't doing very well to begin with, ends up crashing into the barriers during lap 9, ending his race. But instead of accepting defeat, Luca Corberi would make the choice that would affect the rest of his life forever.
Oh, Luca Corberi, what on earth is he doing? Luca Corberi makes himself public enemy number 1.
But if you thought that would be the end of that, you are gravely mistaken. As a result of this, the FIA served Luca Corberi a 15-year ban sentence from ever participating in a motorsport race. Luca Corberi, a man who used to be an unknown grid filler, is now the most hated person in all of racing. Formula 1 champion Jenson Button had his 2 cents on Luca Corberi and his father. Quote, "Luca Corberi has just destroyed any chance he had at a racing career. After his disgusting behavior today at the FIA Karting World Champs, his father owns the circuit and is seen power driving the guy into the wall. Life ban for both of these idiots, please." End quote. And Luca Corberi would venture into life with a permanent negative reputation. And 5 years later, some dumbass on the internet thought it would be funny to pretend to be Luca Corberi in a dumbass video game called Assetto Corsa. And as it turns out, Luca's 15-year ban has been overruled 10 years early, and Luca Corberi is back in the driver's seat. His one shot of redemption is here. The new Luca Corberi is here to climb up the food chain of different motorsport leagues, from karting to touring cars, and ultimately Formula 1. And he's returning to tie up some loose ends from 2020 in a simple 7-lap race at Tsukuba, starting in 16th place. And it's time to go racing.
Lights out and away we go!
And Luca had an excellent start, gaining 2 positions and battling drivers in the classic Luca Corberi fashion.
Dumbass.
Along with some drifting action in turn 5. Shortly after that, Luca Corberi is already in the top 10, politely overtaking another guy in turn 11 and makes the battle for 8th place. Luca is not missing out on any opportunity to work his way to a top 5 spot, even if it means killing the entire field. So far, 2 drivers are confirmed dead, and it's on to lap 3, and Corberi is currently P7, and 2 drivers are preventing him from scoring a nice chunk of ego points.
Prepare to die, Pindayaho.
With a possible top 5 finish in sight, Corberi is hungry for blood on working his way to a podium spot, even though his psychotic driving style is certainly not helping his lap times. Corberi is determined to get this race for his benefit.
Honestly, not bad!
And Corberi finally made it to 5th on lap 5, although he's got quite the gap to close in on. But it's gonna take a lot more than that to stop the bumper chucker. With almost 8/10 chopped down, Corberi finds himself battling for 4th place.
Look out!
And now it's the final lap. Corberi is running out of time to get on the podium as he sends his kart to fucking sending its speed, exiting turn 11 on the back stretch, getting ready to get that bronze trophy.
Just drop it, bitch.
Oh, and that's Luca Corberi!
And he did it! Luca made the podium and almost won the race. And because of this monumental success, Luca Corberi has leveled up from karting to Mazda Miata Cup cars. Luca is moving up in the world, and he'll be racing in the short Nürburgring.
It's lights out and away we go!
And of course, Luca fucks the car straight on the inside to take advantage. And with Corberi in 12th, he makes a move to combat Vortex Story
Hello drivers!
with a somewhat clean overtake and moves on to battle Vert Wheeler for a top 5 spot.
I'm going for the record!
And Corberi quickly makes some overtakes, working his way for another potential top 5 spot.
No! Oh God! What a no! Oh Jesus!
And the only drivers preventing him from proceeding are Plankton and Kamikaze Games, and performs the most tricked out 2-car overtake of all time.
Making a killing.
Now screw getting a podium. At this rate, Corberi is gonna win this goddamn race, with the podium contenders being Bowser and Daniel Ricciardo. As opposed to throwing a red shell, Corberi slams Bowser out the way and passes Ricciardo. And coming into turn 3, Corberi is about to face the final boss of the Miatas, 3 milligrams Ricky.
I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
With only 2 to go, Ricky and Corberi are having the one-on-one battle of the century, racing like it's initial D's nuts. And on the final lap, it's Luca's one shot to not miss his chance to blow.
You dare question the Corberi, Ricky? Prepare to have your racing cheeks exploded open.
Look out!
Oh, wow, the dream is over.
And Corberi dropped the fucking ball on this race. He was set for a given win and ends up in the gravel, with Milligrams winning the race.
I'd do anything for Selena's bumper.
Oh, Luca Corberi.
But despite the terrible disappointment, Luca Corberi is moving up the food chain to GT3 racing in his very own Nissan Jeter. And we're gonna be racing at Laguna Seca.
And it's lights out and away we go.
And we come up to turn 1 with a slight traffic jam. But after that, we witness Dr. Phil battling Gabe 9431 for P16.
I don't think I like your fucking attitude right now, Thomas, if I'm being perfectly honest.
It doesn't really work out, but now it's Luca's opportunity to take advantage.
Oh, dumbass! Look out!
And then we get past the corkscrew and onto turn 11. We're now duking our Jeters out for 15th place.
Because I'm scared of
Luca Corberi.
behind me, okay?
And in Luca Corberi fashion, he finds a way to overtake.
Oh! What the fuck? I'm stuck. Yo, I'm beached again, bro. I'm beached.
And with Gabriel Logan 9431 out the way, we get past SpongeBob. And now, Corberi has Mr. Krabs and Lance window-licking Stroll to deal with.
Get out of the way!
Just came back on the circuit like an idiot.
And after the incident with Lance Stroke, Corberi has another giant gap to deal with. But it doesn't take long for him to catch up and pass Beavis. And now we're dealing with a guy in a black and yellow Mercedes.
And I am Johnny Bravo.
We get past Mr. Krabs yet again, make our way down the corkscrew, and now it's time for the final lap. Can Luca Corberi finish higher than 10th? Well, we're already into turn 5, so he's got to move fast. And so he actually does. He speeds in front of Butthead, and now Corberi is fighting for P8 against Cool Kid from Berks.
Why you go left to right?
With only 3 corners to go, Luca has no time to waste on getting past the Benz guy.
Oh my days! Ah! No.
And Luca Corberi makes it home to a braggable 8th place. But now it's time for Luca Corberi to enter the very top of motor racing, Formula 1. And with the financial help of the Italian mafia, hard work and savings, Corberi will be entering the competition in his own F1 car, competing against the field at Spa-Francorchamps. And this will be Luca Corberi's debut F1 race.
And the Belgian Grand Prix is go!
As all the cars launch, Corberi gets slightly tangled with Checo, makes a pass on Gasly, and goes to sending its speed on Eau Rouge or Radian. Why do you F1 fuckers make everything so confusing? But now, Corberi makes it to P15, sets the DRS down, and makes his killing move on the entitled rich kid.
Oh, he's gonna put it in the wall! Big crash on board!
And because of Corberi's fan favorite move, he loses 3 positions, which later he gains back on the second lap lap on Radian and passes Valtteri on Blanchiment. And instead of preparing to slow down for the chicane, Corberi fucks it on the outside, clips the grass, and performs the shortcut save of the century. On the third lap, Corberi slices Lando with the DRS, and then he does a lot of lonely racing. But one lap later, we go mano-a-mano with Lewis Hamilton.
This one's for Max.
Just turned in on me.
So Corberi finishes another lap, slaps the DRS on Kemmel, and makes his move on Charles Leclerc.
Yo, man, shit happens.
And on the final lap, Corberi starts battling for a top 5 spot against Fernando Alonso. And Alonso is the only driver that Corberi isn't going to be aggressive towards. So after a long, clean battle, he overtakes him on turn 17, touching wheels with Osama bin Russell, fucks the car on the inside, overtaking Oscar Piastri to take 3rd place, and blazes across the finish line. And Luca Corberi has done it! He almost won the Belgian Grand Prix! Luca Corberi is back, ladies and gentlemen! Except this is a video game, and Corberi is still banned from racing. Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes Corberi. What is he playing at?
Oh, Luca Corberi!